Britain will be hit by huge border delays, require vast lorry parks in the southeast, and suffer more than £1 billion a year in economic damage, according to a stark economic analysis of the likely impact of customs checks after Brexit. Additional costs associated with potential motorway queues, extra customs staff and jobs lost as a result of companies relocating mean even that assessment is extremely conservative. A study by a leading economic consultancy warns the alarming assessment by the Europe-wide Oxera consultancy sets out what it describes as the most likely impact of the new border checks imposed after Brexit. The warning comes after Michel Barnier, the European Union's chief Brexit negotiator, ruled that the government's hopes of securing frictionless trade outside the EU was not possible. It also follows a week in which cabinet Brexiters signaled they were ready to adopt a comprehensive transitional deal for up to 3 years, as ministers attempt to buy time to tackle a series of unresolved policy challenges raised by Brexit. The complexities of creating a new customs regime as close as possible to the current arrangements is one of the major concerns for the Treasury, as it seeks to avoid serious disruption. Tory MPs are already sounding the alarm over potential gridlock at the border. The Oxera analysis paper, written by its head of transport Andrew Meany and seen by The Observer, finds that the most likely outcome would be a scenario it describes as slow trade, low regulation, high enforcement. Enforcement is either undertaken at the ports or on a random checks basis, it states. However, the number of staff involved increases substantially, and many consignments are subject to lengthy checks. We estimate the impact of such a scenario to be at least £1 billion per year. This is an extremely conservative estimate. It does not account for the economic costs of the uncertainty involved, the extra staff needed for hauliers, ports and customs officials, the congestion associated with calling Operation Stack, which sees the M20 used as a makeshift lorry park, the land required for the additional customs checks, in the form of lorry parks, or of the wider economic impacts of jobs moving overseas due to uncertainty over the operation of just-in-time logistics. The full cost is likely to be much higher. The study also sounds the alarm over a new customs IT system due to be delivered just as Britain leaves the EU. It was agreed well before the referendum was announced that the current HMRC customs clearance system chief would be replaced in March 2019, it states.